Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is B.fleye Beauty, and today we're gonna decorate for fall. So I decorate for fall in a very relaxed way. I really just change out some florals. I go really neutral for the most part. I do deep greens, deep like burgundy purple. And I'm just gonna come around the home and change out those little areas that we've done in the past. So I'm gonna change out a rug. I'm gonna change out some curtains probably. I'm gonna change out my coffee area. But I don't like to go overboard because I like a little bit of peace and quiet mentally and visually between here and Halloween. So I've gathered all my things. Let me show you what we have. And it should go pretty quickly because again, I have a routine of areas that I switch out so that it doesn't take forever. And last year I did kind of play around with more orangey fall, and I really settled on more of a deeper muted color story to kind of give me relief before the Halloween orange explosion. So I have piled up everything, all the citrus, all the bright colors out of the kitchen, the living room, and the spare bathroom. Those are and the entryway. So those are the 4 places that I really decorate on the regular. I have a lot of florals, and I think I'm gonna keep, I have a lot of florals here, a lot of citrus, fruity things, and blue. So what we're gonna transfer over to is some sunflowers because it's still summer, so I don't want to go full dark, but bringing in some more deep green, deep purple, the amber, sunflowers, and then I do have a fruit. I do have these. I kind of want to find more because I like to thrift my florals. I thrifted all of this, and this is from Walmart from last year. So that's the one garland we will use. So yeah, let's start with the coffee bar. Okay, as I've shown you in the past few videos, I have a routine coffee bar set up here. The lighting is gonna suck and I am so sorry. The only thing I might purchase new for this area, so I have these green, so I use placemats, plastic wipeable placemats for under my coffee bar area. We wish we had a place to actually put it separately, but we just don't. We have a smaller home. And so I'm gonna use what I have for now, and then I'm gonna keep an eye out for maybe something a little deeper, because I kind of like these for Christmas into the deep winter time, like a more muted green. Anyway, we're gonna use what we have. It's usually covered anyway. So I'm gonna remove everything here. And then I like to switch out my sugar, my bowl. That black and white canister can stay for coffee. But yeah, let's switch this baby out. Okay, so I realized that I definitely need a third one. I think I ruined this and threw it away. So I definitely need to get either a third of one of these or just get a whole new set. These are from Walmart. Anyway, so what I like to do is I like to switch out my sugar and spoon holder. And so we're gonna change out that yellow and blue into a deep purple, burgundy, and green. So I'm gonna switch the sugars out here. We'll put everything back, and then we might add a little pumpkin or pear or something fall-like over here, but let me get all this switched out. All right, this is where we're at so far with the coffee bar. We might do some more changes later. Put my little mushroom up here, a couple pumpkins. Might do a floral, we shall see. Definitely got to fix this up. Now we're going to just switch out this little area over here. I like to switch out my spoon holder, my toothpick holder, and we're actually just going to keep this really simple over here this time around, because I like that simplicity and negative space. A little break for the mental visual. So eventually we're getting this shelf. It should be here in a week or so, maybe less than a week. So I'm gonna style this like, what? So I'm gonna style this like we don't have the shelf yet, but when we do have the shelf, there will be a few changes. Sorry about all that up in here. This is what you get. Yes, so we're going to switch out this. My sister got me this a long time ago. I broke the top, but super, super cute because I love me some yellow. I got this, so I usually do the 80s, 90s green marble set is what I usually bring out for fall. We're gonna try this and see if I like it. I bought this to sell, but this is a beautiful studio stamped piece of pottery, and I really just love the colors. So we're gonna sit this up here. Got our butter thing, and then we're gonna switch out these. I always want to call them Q-tips, not correct. And we're actually gonna use our marble piece over here for these. Well, maybe not, because it doesn't fit. But maybe we'll switch out does that fit? I don't know. I love the color. Ah! I love the color combo. Maybe we need to put it on maybe we need to put it on a round pedestal. What to do? Let's switch it up. Okay, I'm not sure if I want to keep this round one or this, but I like the darker, like this is a little bit of a lighter, cooler tone. I like to do warmer, deeper tones for fall and winter. So we're gonna keep this. I went ahead and just switched out the toothpick container, and then we're gonna use this in the spare bathroom instead. And then I'm still playing around on this area. I don't know. I'm not sold here, but I think it'll come together better when I have the rest of this. So the containers are here, just the decoration is not finalized. Still not sold on this, but you'll see everything at the end how it is supposed to be. I went ahead and just changed out this tray. This is our animal treats. And this Noodle gets a little messin every night. He gets a little Benadryl, and this is just in case they need any CBD. And then this is more treats. So we keep these out. I like to have something sweet and cute out. I really don't like to have a ton of stuff on my countertops, and you're like, what? That doesn't make any sense. You have so much shit out. But we literally have a fruit bowl. We have, like, this is all necessary stuff that we use. I do want to transfer it to this shelf when we get it, but I've always wanted this tomato thing, and it's so freaking cute. So it's gonna stay out. But literally everything that's out we use. The only thing that is not used daily are these books here. I took one of these brass butterfly trivets and I switched it out as well. So everything is a deeper warm wood and brass. Yeah, I'm very excited to see how this ends up. Again, it's super simple, super simple to switch out. I've collected all these things. So for the most part, I already have everything. And then I switched out for the centerpiece, this, instead of just a lighter cutting board, a darker cutting board. And we're gonna put a very simple vignette together here. All right, I've pulled some things. I used this last year, and when I first picked it up from the thrift store, I was gonna sell it, but it's such a beautiful, neutral piece. And clearly you can see that I'm not like a super neutral girly, but it's lovely to have that to put the pops of color inside. And it's a nice, again, brain break. So I'm not sure how this is gonna end up. I picked this up last year after the season, and I like to decorate with fruits because I'm an old lady now. So this is one of those candle toppers. So we'll see if that ends up staying here. And we're just gonna play around. So let's see what we can come up with. So we're definitely gonna use this. I don't know that we need like any sort of flower frog situation. Man, I just really love this color. I've always loved this color. Super pretty. I think we're gonna do the sunflowers by the entryway. Now, you can tell that I got these thrifted because they are missing a lot of the fruit pieces, but I just don't care. I think branchy is cute too because, you know, in true fall, we do start losing the leaves. So we'll see what we can put together here. Maybe we should put this one upside down. This one's missing a lot. Little sad sack. All right, so I always put a candle up here. Do I want to put the big pear or do I? It's so big. Like what a weirdo. I feel like this is the game. Yes, please excuse my looks. When we were in guard and we would be waiting in the tunnels during winter guard season, I remember this time where we, there were a bunch of cones and we literally were just playing like silent charades of different ways of using the cones. Like somebody put them on their breasts and said that they were Madonna, put it on their head and they were a clown. Anyway, I feel like that's what we should be doing with this, is like finding ways to use this. Ooh, I also have other mushrooms. Yeah, let me get my mushrooms. So I also have these babies. We could put a couple mushrooms here. Oh, that's cute. And then we could put the little candle, but I think this is like way too big to put here. So maybe we do just the, where did that go? Oh, it's right here. My mommy-in-law makes these incredible candles. I'm gonna link her stuff below, but this smells fucking incredible. Excuse my language. This one is Abundance. So she does candles based on energy. May I be enriched in the best of ways, harming none as it comes my way. So this one's Abundance, and I don't know if she puts the notes on here. Yeah, anyway, they're gorgeous and they smell incredible. So we're gonna put that here, and I usually like to put this on a little plate. So let me get that and then I'll show you where we're at. All right, I think this is where we're gonna stay for now. I don't necessarily love the style of this pedestal here. I mean, I love it in general. It's a pottery piece, but I think it's the perfect height. I would just, you know, I would like to switch that out for something brass, but I just don't have anything. So again, you'll see at the very end if we end up switching that out, but I think I like just the idea of the visual here. I'm not sure I want to keep the crystal here or not. Let's see, what do you guys think? You guys can let me know. It does kind of look a little bit visually more breathy. We'll keep it here for now and you'll see the final product at the end. So I think I want to work on, what do I want to work on? Maybe let's do the dining table. So I've went ahead and taken everything off the dining table. I have, where did I put all of my stuff? I set it apart. So I have a few things here we could use. I have these napkins. So the deep burgundies, the deep purples and greens. I bought these new placemats that I think are really beautiful. So I'm probably gonna use all of this and just see how it goes. And this is just a table runner. So we're gonna play around and I'll let you know what I come up with. We definitely gotta switch the tray out. I like to have a little tray to where we can have, like you can see here, where we have a little candle light, we have our napkins, we have salt and pepper, etc. So let's put this together. All right, I went ahead and did the green marble like I always do. I just put a little pumpkin there. We have our new oil lamp for a little romantic lighting, and it has the little brass touches. So here's where I need your help. I did not like the runner on the table. I really just like to see the wood because it's definitely going to be fully covered for Halloween and Christmas. So I think I want to leave the majority of it undone and just use the placemats. But should I add these as little chargers? or should I leave it blank? I'm gonna leave them here for now. I'm a messy eater, so it might be helpful for me. But then, you know, I am covering up a really, really gorgeous Indian style, like beautifully ornate piece of fabric. So I'm just not totally sure. I'm just craving simplicity right now, so let me know what you think. So I actually cut this deep purple into a circle, and it's not hemmed or anything, but I really like the look of that. So I think we're gonna keep it like that. Let me know what you think. We finished up everything else in here for now. Changed the sunflower out, got this up, gotta do some rub and buff there. We're gonna keep everything else the same for now. And again, you'll see everything completed at the end. We gotta figure out some spots for this. So we need to do the living room, spare bathroom, and entryway. Entryway should be pretty easy. I think we're gonna keep the wicker vase here since we're kind of transitioning in, because we have brass and black. And then I typically put that little pumpkin lantern down there, and then let's do sunflowers. I think that'll be really pretty. Again, we're transitioning, right? It's not fall, but we still want to bring in those muted tones, but keep a little bit of summer. So I have a candle in here that I can set on a timer, and it looks really, really beautiful coming through. I also have this, I just thrifted this. It's just a orange ambery hurricane. So we're gonna go ahead and see where these things go. This is probably gonna go in the actual entryway, and then we're gonna put this, we'll set it on a timer later, but this actually fits beautifully right here. I like to have a lot of little spots that have some light. So yeah, I think we'll do light up here, and then we just have to put a little something right here. And then let's get our sunflowers in. I do have two sets. I think I like these a little bit better than these, but we're just gonna play around and see what happens. Because I do want some floral in the living area, and we have these new shelves, so we might be, I guess we'll just do these big ones here. I also need to change out the rug, my pillows. So let's do, where did the rug go? Yeah, I think those big ones will be fine. I like to have brighter colors for spring and summer. So we're gonna clean this up, roll it up, and then let me get the new one. Not the new one, but the new to me. All right, this is the front door one. Got this from Walmart last year, still in great condition. These last forever. There's no need to buy a new one every year. And that is kind of my tip, right? We build up as we go along, and then we have a really good base that we barely have to buy any decor for. So this is inside rug for the front. Our cats like to sit here, and I like to have one more rug to wipe our feet on. It does suck because it does like wiggle around a little bit, but I get those from Five Below. Let's do the entryway shelves. All right, I'm not sure if you can see, but I have the hurricane here. This is my mommy. This is my dog Micah June, and this is Freddie's brother Vic. And so we always have a little area for our loved ones who have passed. So we're not changing that. Everything at the top is incense, and one little light, some crystals, matches, things like that. So that never changes. So I really only changed the light surface, the light part here, where I brings a little glow, and then some sort of color floral. So I wanted to put this one in the living room, but I already have, this would be like brown on brown on brown. And since I have a bright coral in here, I think this will look pretty here with some sunflowers and just make it really simple. I'm probably gonna cut this in half so that I can use these in other pops on the shelves, but we'll see. Let's try it out. All right, so I got my little handy dandy wire cutter. Yeah, we're just gonna cut like maybe half of these. so much easier than cutting with scissors. Oh my goodness. Also, you can just bend them so that you don't have to cut them all the way, but I'm gonna cut some. This one I might need to do like some sort of, yeah. I think I'm gonna step away and do a little styrofoam situation in here, and then I'll show you what we end up with here in the entryway shelves. We've got our rug, we've got our big sunflowers, we've got a little floral on a wood vase, in a wood vase, and then we have our hurricane with the candle. It'll look real cute when it is lit up tonight. Okay, I did some really easy switch outs here. Have candle on our little pedestal, marble pedestal. I just switched out where I keep all these little Q-tips, spray, chapstick, things like that in the little marble case. And then I switched this little vase over to just do some florals. So nothing too outrageous. Wanted to keep it really simple. So this is what we have for the spare bathroom. All right, Noodle, you ready to do the living room? We gotta do living room and then a little bit of the outside, okay? All right, so these are the new shelves we got. I do want to style these for fall, but not, again, not too crazy. We got little pillows, our little like eggplanty, purpley ones to go here. You'll see this in another video, but I thrifted this. This is more of a Halloween blanket, but we like to keep a blanket on our new couch because of the pets, so we just switched that one out. I would love to get a deep burgundy one, like something in this range. But let's style the shelves and this area, and then I think we're gonna be done. All right, these are the fall items I have left, along with the sunflowers. We have a brass, like low brass vase, kind of with a flower frog topper. Got an owl, pumpkin. Did this DIY last year, looks gorgeous lit up. So we'll put some, what's it called in there? Fairy lights. We have one garland from Walmart. I think that's gonna go on the cabinet under the TV. And then these are the regular year-round pieces of decor. So we're gonna mix this with the fall stuff to go up here. Can you tell I like lions? So this plate I wanted for probably 2 years at the shop, and I finally bought it. So now it has a place to actually be. So that's where that's gonna go, most likely. I also have a little incense guy over there. So let's style these shelves up. My friends, okay, so I went to Dee Dee's. It's scary in there, but I went when it first opened because I was looking for some new placemats for the coffee bar. So I got a set of 4 for $7, so it's pretty much the same pricing as Walmart or Dollar Tree. I thought this was really, really pretty. I was back and forth between this and another one. I really wanted something more of a, like an eggplant, deep purple situation, but I think I can pull from here. So we're gonna do the coffee bar. And then I will show you what we got. Okay, so this is now the coffee bar area with my new little placemats. I think they're super cute. And I went ahead and just let the plant be the background with just a couple pumpkins. I added, because we got our new shelf, I went ahead and added my big pear and a little pumpkin here to create a little vignette. This is all clear now, and we got our new shelf, and I switched to the green marble because it fit on the shelf a little bit better. But yeah, I think we have everything that we wanted to get done. This is for another video. But yeah, I mean, we went simple here. I do think I want to do a different pumpkin here, but I'll show you everything lit up. Yeah, nothing too extravagant. Change that out. It's more of us just changing the little things here and there. You know, I did a little bit of the garland, not too crazy. And then the entryway, the new rug, the sunflowers just went really simple with a little floral arrangement, some lighting. We have some cozy lighting down there. And then we have the spare bathroom with a little fall color. But I mean, that's it. That's all we decided to do. I think I want to keep it real chill since we got Halloween coming up. I am going to change out the rug and curtains. So when you see the full effect, you know, with the cozy lights and everything, you'll see that change as well. Oh my goodness, you guys, we are done. And I'm sure I'm still going to make some changes here and there, but I wanted to show you what I did have. I've turned on all the lights. It's not a ton of stuff. It's just cozy. It's simple. It's some deep jewel tones with a lot of neutral and a lot of simplicity. So I think I already said that word, but let's start with the entryway. And then, well, actually, let's start with the spare bathroom. I mean, you've already seen it, but let's just one more time.